Hello, I'm Gavin, and this is Hellhound Leather. Today we're going to be talking about the bullet loop template that we sell on our site. It's 1/8 inch acrylic, and we have holes numbered from 1 to 18, and then the 2 rivet holes are marked on the side. So super simple to use. You cut your belt to whatever length you're looking for, find the center of wherever you feel like putting it, and then set the template down between the 9th and the 10th holes here. That'll give you an exact center to run your bullet loops. So the tools you're going to need are a mallet, a poundo board, scratch awl, obviously the template, and then we use a 1-inch punch, slot punch. You can use a round punch and then just do both ends and then cut slots in between. It takes a little bit longer, but it is absolutely doable that way. So the process is pretty simple. Cut your belt to size, find the center, lay your template down between the 9th and the 10th holes. Once you've found the center and you've got it placed where you like, you just mark all the holes with your scratch awl, making sure to keep your template in the center. This template is a clear acrylic. It's 2.5 inches wide. Most of our belts come standard 2.5. And there it is. And in order to cut the slots, we just place the slot punch over where we scratched. And that's all there is to it. Alright, after you have all of your holes punched out and everything the way you like it, it's time to lace up the loops. For a 45 caliber, you're going to need roughly 2.5 inches of lace per bullet. And so we've got 18 loops here. 2.5 times 18 is something or other. So we start off with a 1/8 inch hole in the end of the leather, same as the 1/8 inch hole in the end of the belt. To prepare the belt, you want to finish it however you're going to finish it, and then get it slightly wet. You don't want it soaking wet, just kind of damp and malleable. The other side needs to be shaped a little bit, just to get it through the slots a little bit better. So you want to trim that off into more or less of a point, and then hammer it down a little bit flatter. And I'll show you why we do that. There, now it's a lot more stiff because it's all compacted, and it'll just fit through that slot a little bit easier. All right, now we start just by going through the back side, the first slot, bring it up tight, insert your rivet, we just set that like you normally would. All right, now pull your loop leather back so there's a nice sizable hole, and then feed in the other end the same way it came through. In this case, we're using 45s. Insert the bullet into the loop and pull it tight. Now the leather is going to want to warp on you, so you have to pull it and make sure that it stays roughly where you want. You can't let your leather get too loose, or else your bullet loops will fall out. If you really wrench down on them and make it too tight, your bullets are never going to come out. So once you get done with that, same thing, up through the next. On the back side, pulls tight and towards the last bullet, and hold everything as tight as you can. and then back down through. Now, we smashed the leather down so it fits through nice and easy right there. Generally, if you don't hammer it down, it's a real pain in the ass to get through. Now, if you see here, the leather right here is bumping up pretty badly because of how it's pulled on the back side there. So what you want to do with that is pull your bullet loop towards you, hold on to that, and then pull it down tighter. So the last loop, you're gonna pull it tight, pull it along the bottom of the belt, hold it tight, and then mark that hole. And punch that hole, and then cut off the excess of the strap. And rivet it on as normal. Now, a lot of people are worried about hitting the bullets when they set these snaps, or the rivets. And if you're worried about that, just take the bullets out. If you're not worried about it, don't blow your hand off. There you go. Now you want to even up all these bullet loops. They're going to be slightly offset, most of them, just from wrenching around on the leather. And that's that. Now, pop all these out of here. And you can tell that your leather gets kind of haggard on the edges towards the end. The first few are fine, the middle, they're mostly okay. The last is usually pretty haggard. So what we like to do is take a lighter, a blowtorch, and just burn those edges a little bit, and it gets rid of all the little stragglies.